Let's clear the energy. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hello, Virgos, or those with strong Virgo placements, or if you are cross-watching for, if you're dealing with a Virgo, or if you just happen to come across this video, welcome to Arcana Universe. This is a general reading, so please only take what resonates. We are going to tap into the energies in July 2024. But remember, all of my readings are timeless, so know that you found it at the right time. All right. Oh, stuck energy. I have a feeling this reading is gonna be good. Okay. Oh. All right. Oh my goodness. What is this? So I see here, okay, I'm getting strong water energy, okay? They may be, this energy I'm picking up as Pisces, Cancers, or Scorpios under Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or somebody just with this kind of energy of, they're the type of person who is very emotionally deep. Okay, I will say that. Like, this is somebody that, wants love, wants the real thing. Why is this person or this energy coming up in this reading at this time? So I'm getting here, somebody here has really strong feelings for you, okay? Like, they felt like there's something about your energy that is very good, okay? I feel like very goodness, very generous. And this person like really admires, the way you give back. But I am getting a little bit of a sense that, I don't want to say you were over giving, but it's like you were so generous. This person, I will not be surprised if they kind of took advantage of you, okay? Or like something about like you're too good to be true, or they love like admiring you or just keeping tabs on you. They want to be in your energy. And I see that this person wants to have some sort of beginning with you, okay? Something fresh, something new. So I see here, so this energy, and remember this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, and we do have cross watchers, so roles can be reversed. But I see here that this energy, they're very in their head about you. They're very, very like stressed out. They're wondering whether or not they are good enough for you. I see that this person was just very much in your energy, okay? Hello, Swerve. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So I see here somebody feels very lack. Somebody's finances may be not that stable, or they just have this feeling like they're not good enough, or I'm just getting like this lack energy is what I'm seeing here, okay? And there's a lot of like uncertainty. Things just feel very up in the air, but I sense that there's going to be some sort of new beginning that's going to happen in July. Hello, Junior. All right. There's your energy coming in strongly. Okay, so this person, they may not show it, but I see here that, and remember, I'm not reading the cards, I'm reading the energies. The cards are just here for representation, a visual representation for you. So just know that like I'm reading energies here, and the energies that's coming up is represented in these cards, okay? So I'm doing well. Thanks for joining in. If you're new here, welcome. If you are Returning again, if you've been here in the past, welcome back. Hello, Emperor. Welcome. Yes. Oops. Praise Jesus. Yeah, I love it. He's, my number one. So I'm glad that you felt called to be in this reading. I'm glad to have you here. If you haven't liked this video already or subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so at this time. So I see here there's somebody that wants it all with you here. Okay, I see that this person wants to like build something, build a strong connection. But however, like you're not in contact with them. Okay, I see there's definitely some level of separation. I feel like this person is definitely more like admiring you from afar. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna touch up on this. Emperor, hi, welcome. I believe there's some confusion. Okay, please do not compare me with others or what you think you know of, Christianity or what tarot is all about. This is just a deck of cards. I'm not reading the cards. This is just for a visualization. So it's like a map, it's like a phone, it's like a wrench, it's a tool. So I connect one-on-one with God, Jesus Christ, nobody else. And so I just want to make that very clear. And if there's any confusion, feel free to check out John chapter 8, verse 32, where it says, the truth will set you free. And so this is about bringing, it's not about, oh my gosh, follow the dark, none of that. I am connecting with God so that you guys may have clarity on the situation, because that, as you know, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors in this world. And so this is supposed to help. I'm not saying all tarot readers or people who utilizes tarot, we're not all created equal. We're not. And so just remember that. I know, somebody has to say it. You may have been misinformed. I know there's a lot of confusion out in this world, but just know that here is a safe space. I'm like all about God, all about Jesus, so that's that. And if you are also curious, feel free to check out Jeremiah 3:33. That's a Bible verse that was directly sent by God to me. So feel free to check that message out. It says you can ask God. There's nothing wrong with asking God. All right. Hello, noob. Welcome. Okay. Welcome, Gul. I don't wanna mess up your name, but okay. Welcome, Mustafa. There you go. Okay. Yeah, welcome, noob job. Welcome. Anyways, so let's continue on with the reading here, okay? So I see here that, yeah, somebody here wants to be in some sort of connection with you. They want to build something long term. But however, I see that like you cut them off, or you're not talking to them, or like you guys aren't exchanging that energy in a sense. Perhaps you may be, connecting in the 5D, but I honestly feel like you're not ready for that, or like you don't want that, is what we are, that's what I'm seeing here, okay? All right, Mustafa has confirmed that he is resonating with this, or he or she, not gender specific. I don't want to assume, you guys are just energies at this point, right? But I see here, yeah, no contact. And somebody here is very sad. So as mentioned earlier, I'm getting strong water energy in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus. And this person is very sad because when they remember you, when they recollect the times that you have shared, they miss your generosity, they miss your love, and they had a good thing and they effed it up. It's just straightforward. They effed it up. They felt so guilty. They feel ashamed in a sense because they felt like They let you go in a sense. Like they didn't fight for it, is what I'm seeing here, okay? And remember, it doesn't matter, as mentioned, I said they could be in the sun, moon, rising, or Venus. So, or they can just have characteristics that shows that they really care and love and wants you romantically, okay? So I'm reading energies, it's not gender or gender specific either. So don't be too fixed on that, okay? Because they can be a fire sun, but a water ascendant or a water moon. Okay, so and we also have sidereal. I think I just butchered that, but it's okay. Then we have tropical horoscope, sidereal. Oh my god, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Okay, anyways, it doesn't matter. It's just potato, patata. It doesn't matter. Oregano, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Different locations say it different way, and so I'm not gonna be hung up on it. But yeah, so that's why I said focus more on the energy, not on the specifics of the labels that we try to form. I'm just saying all this because that's the energy that's coming up, okay? Hello, Lagmania, welcome. Okay, so I see here, yeah, a lot of time has passed with the Seven Pentacles here. Uh, like, some of you, it can be 7 months or 7 years or just a long time. There has been a long time that has passed. Some of you, it can be fresh 7 days. But it looks like that, but I noticed that sometimes when it even says 0 on whoever is here, people are still watching. I think it's not up to date or like it's not in real time or something like that. Like it's a little laggy. I don't know, or it doesn't even just show it depending on who knows. But yeah, I had cases where like it says 0 people were watching, but people kept commenting in real time. So I'm like, okay, I decided not to focus too much on that. So either way, I have other viewers that's going to watch this video after the live stream. So do you do the people in chat? Sometimes it depends. Like this is what happens. If you found this channel, it is not a coincidence. I have people, who are Leos dealing with like Sagittarius, for example, who will go over to their channel and their story will come up. And let's say they're not even dealing with any of that. Just you like being here is for a reason. And so it's just like the whole labeling, like, I do write Virgo July 2024 as the reading title, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's meant specifically for like Virgo sun. It's like whoever finds this message is no coincidence. It's the labels and stuff like that is there as an organizational tool, and it's like your soul. When they read that, they might be like, "Oh, okay, maybe I should like join in or what have you." But I would not focus too much on the specifics. Yeah, is what I recommend. And also, so your question was, do you read the people in the chat? And so sometimes my viewers, they have specific questions that they're hoping that I would read. And I will say that, this is a collective reading, so it's a general reading. Not everything is going to resonate specifically for you, even though it may feel like a personal reading, yeah, for some. But, and so if you want a private reading, private personal reading, feel free to book a session with me, a private session with me. All of that information can be found in the description of this video. But other than that, I kind of like to start out with the general, just getting a groove and a feel for the energy coming through. And then I go to another portion, which is my spinny spin portion, where I spin a wheel. And then during that time, you kind of focus on your energy, and perhaps, the questions that you had in mind or whatever you need to hear will come up, is what I usually say. So, yeah, feel free to hang out. Just know that, like, you did not come in here for no reason. Even if it just means, you're bored and we're just hanging out, even that is, I consider it meant to be. So welcome. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on. So I see that there's a lot of time that has passed between you and this individual. This person really wanted something more, but they kind of left you in limbo. They kind of made you feel like an option, and you're just like, no, like, I don't want to have anything to do with anything like that. It just depends. Like, for me, I'm an intuitive reader, and so I know, like, what these cards represent and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I use my intuition. So, and it's not going to be the same message each and every time. Like, for an example, if these three cards come up, like, but I'm getting a different feeling for what they could mean. Like, and also I don't read the card, like, I don't pull the cards in reversals. So even if I'm looking at it like this, I can feel the energy of whether or not it's supposed to be like this or not. So this is, just consider this more of a visual, is what I would recommend. Anyways, let's just dive in. I know you guys have questions, but let's just keep the reading going. But that's good. Like, it's good to ask questions and know, so that you can kind of get a familiarity in how I read the energies. But let's see here. Okay, so yeah, somebody here just kind of in left you feeling like an option, and you decided that you did not want to partake in indulging in this. You're just like, no, I have standards. Like, you have to figure your stuff out. You felt like they were already sinking, they were already drowning, and they were trying to pull you down. Like, you tried your best. You threw life vests, you threw, floaties, what have you. This is all metaphorically, right? But instead of, like, holding on to it, they were trying so hard to swim, but it's like they didn't even learn how to swim. And so they were just trying to drown you too, okay? And so it almost came to the point where you had to put your barriers, you had to put some level of healthy boundaries, so that they didn't take you down with them, is what I'm gathering here, okay? Okay, give me what's going to happen in July. Okay, so it really wants to focus on this energy. It's telling me that this person is going through a very, like, mental challenges, mental blocks, and they're getting some sort of epiphany of why you were in their life. Like, they're getting a broader idea. Like, it's almost like they're getting a download of why you were meant to be in their life. And so they're kind of, like, being awakened at this time. And they missed your love, like, so much, just your energy. I get hiccups when I channel too. So at least I am channeling the energy. Uh, um, so I see here, you probably missed the beginning of the portion, Lag Mania, but yeah, this energy really misses your generosity, your love, your kindness. They felt, so in summary, I'll just kind of give you a little quick preview of what was discussed. But just to catch you up. But I see here, yeah, this person has had a very strong feelings for you. They cared about you. However, this connection ended up really being one-sided. This person was very much in their head due to some sort of mental blockage, and also they felt very lack. Whether that was because they felt like they weren't financially doing well to be with you, or they just kind of felt like they weren't good enough, they weren't worthy for you. And because they were having some level of doubts, they started putting you into like third party energies, or like they just kind of felt like they were keeping you at some sort of as an option. And it was due to their insecurities and just being in the ego mindset is what I'm seeing here. And so this person really left things in like uncertainty, but all I know for certain is that you didn't want to give them your energy any longer. You felt like you needed to give them space to do their own soul searching. And so all you can do is kind of like take a distance and just be like, I hope you find some level of healing and self-love for you to actually go for what you want and what you desire versus putting yourself back and putting yourself in binds as to being crippled by your emotions, anxiety, and insecurities, is what I'm seeing here, okay? Hello, White Lightning. Welcome, welcome. Aren't these cards pretty? Aesthetics. It's cute. I really vibed with it. Okay. Ooh, I love this. We were just talking about the Bible verse John 8:32, and this is the sword of truth, saying the truth will set you free. And this is one of my favorite cards because I'm a strong believer, as much as, it may be difficult to hear some sort of like truth or what have you. It's at the end of the day, it'll truly set you free, you know? So, no, I'm playing bingo, Can't you tell? Anyways, so White Lightning was like, "Are you playing Go Fish?" No. No, of course. Okay, anyways, so I see here for the month of July, this person, they still are going to hold this. Um, it's so funny because like people when they comment, they're like, "Oh, show the cards, read the cards," and I'm like, "Isn't that what I'm doing? Like, that's what I'm doing." Okay. Anyways, so I see here that yeah, this person still has strong feelings for you, but they're very insecure, they're very worried. I'm just getting like deer in headlights, that kind of energy. But they are planning some sort of like communication, okay? Oh my gosh. Like they're planning, but I see that they are I'm getting like like there's some immature energy, okay? It's either they're very shy, very timid, like they need to show up like an emperor, but they're showing up as a page. And so they know that communication needs to take place for this connection to go anywhere. And but it's like they find you so attractive and intimidating. They feel like you're a catch. You know what you want. You don't tolerate any BS. You're very like I don't. The word proud is coming, okay, but I think it's more in the sense of like confidence. Like you have standards and you hold yourself to standards, and you're not going to take any breadcrumbs or immature behaviors. Like you you want respect. You deserve respect. And so let's see. You don't need to write it down. You can always watch this video again. That's like why work hard when you can work smart, So you feel free to watch this again. unless you really want to write it down. But if you're like you learn better or you retain the information better by writing it down, feel free to. But that's what the video is for. So no pressure. You can listen to this however many times you want. I also have posted other videos. If you found this one helpful, I have a feeling the other videos are going to be quite helpful as well. But I see here that yeah, this person has a lot of like physical and sexual energy towards you. They find you very attractive, but they're very like down. They feel like they're not good enough. They feel like they played you. They play themselves, and so it's okay. So why do we need to know this? Because I recognized this energy before. We always this energy has been coming up for a while now, and I want like as much as like I try to honor the messages that's coming through, but it's just like we're meant to not just be stuck in one place and repeat cycles over and over. We're meant to like learn, grow, and then like it's yeah. Okay, so I see here it says the reason why this is coming up is because it's like it's now or never. Like somebody here is not going to wait around any longer. They want success and they just feel like they're not going to hold on to this like past energy of hurt. And so, whoever you're dealing with, they understand that, you're not going to wait around forever, especially if this has been a connection that hasn't been able to get off the ground progressively. And so they understand that. Wow. Okay. So I see here their future actions is they're going to let you down. They are the words coming through is that they are a coward. They feel like they have lied, cheated, stole your time, resources, what have you, and they left you in such a heartbreak. You may have even cried over this connection. And they realize how much they have hurt you, and they are afraid that they're going to repeat those patterns because they haven't ultimately changed. They have not ultimately changed. They need to do some sort of ego death and have this transformation, but they refuse to do it because of ego, because of pride, and also third party energies. Like they have I see here that there's some like distraction, people that does not want them to succeed, instead of letting them go and setting boundaries to cut them out of their life. Instead they are keeping them around due to loneliness. Okay, all of it's just like flooding in. And so your higher self is like, universe, God is like, you need to be balanced. You need to find karmic justice. Is it fair for you to stop your life hoping and wishing that this person might come back? It's not fair to you. And it seems to me like they're not doing the work. Because if they have been, they would have shown up already, but they haven't. So it doesn't matter, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Like they can plan, they can try, they can attempt all they want, but if they don't actually take the leap, take action, it's not going to happen. Okay? You will know who this person is. This is a person. I don't know if you might need to watch it from the beginning. I recommend watching it from the beginning because I describe this person thoroughly as to what kind of person they are, what kind of history you have had so far. So no worries. Like feel free to just watch that portion again. So it can kind of come full circle for you. But we are going to move on. All right. That's good. That means you're relaxed. And it is kind of, it feels like you had a long day and it's probably late wherever you are. And so if you're getting sleepy, no, don't worry. This video is going to be posted after it streams anyway, so you're not going to miss out. But I appreciate you, coming in here and like chatting and trying to stay awake and trying to be engaging. I appreciate that. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And so we're gonna go ahead and continue on into the next portion of this reading, which is the spinny spin. So this is where, if you have any questions, if there's anything that's been on your mind that you've been staying up and wondering about, and it's just like been very repetitive, kind of keep that energy in your mind and then let's see and let's spin and see if your question will be answered. Okay, it's kind of like at career. Well, I'm gonna do spinny more than once, so we'll go ahead and just give a little bit of a career insight. Okay. Some of you are curious about your career, your finances. I would say that I would say my channel is more for spiritual healing and advising and like therapy and stuff. So I mean that's kind of what I want to focus on, because I feel like your emotional sanity and health, your spiritual health, all of that it's priceless. It's priceless. And if anything, if you feel good and balanced within your spirituality, your life is going to feel like a lottery. What does that mean, huh? What are you trying to say? Lol. I like looked down to see what I was wearing. That's so funny. Let's focus on the reading, shall we? Yes. Career. Okay. What's the career energy? Now, I was just so into the reading. I wasn't really focused on what I was wearing. I was like, oh. I'm in the 5D right now. I'm in the 5D. Career messages. What can Virgo expect when in the finances in July 2024 or whenever my viewer watches this? Ooh, what is that? I was closing my eyes when I said that, so I didn't see this card right away. But hello. I always like seeing this card. It's nice. Okay, so I see here there's going to be some sort of like truth, some sort of announcement that's going to come in when it comes to your career or finances in the month of July 2024 or whenever you come across this. What kind of truth is going to come about? Okay, you're going to hear about something that you're kind of like Oh, I don't want to hear that. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So some of you are, there may be some sort of opportunity that comes about like that's far away or like is at a distance. Um, and you kind of felt like it was almost as if somebody was giving you this opportunity. It wasn't necessarily like you went out there and got it. It was more like somebody like either introduced you to it or was trying to be like, oh, like trying to, give you some sort of a helping hand when it came to this project. I almost wanted to say production. So some sort of like project or work related thing. And I see here that you don't get something that you wanted. What is this? What don't you get? So I see here it's almost as if somebody was giving you false promises, okay? They were like, "Oh yeah, like we're going to start this, you got the part or like this is going to be your thing." And then you realize that it was all a lie or some sort of manipulation tactic. They were almost trying to hype you up into thinking, oh no, you're gonna be the one getting it. So it makes me feel like perhaps it was like a promotion or like some sort of title that you were supposed to get, but it didn't end up materializing due to somebody's like selfish ways. They always wanted to have like an upper hand. They didn't want you to get this. They didn't want you to be happy. But I do see here, so somebody like that could have helped you, that could have made all of these problems go away or any setbacks go away. They didn't do their part. So I am seeing here, you're dealing with, I'm getting multiple energies, but I see here like somebody that you thought that you can trust. They didn't pull, they kind of didn't keep their end of the bargain. They kind of fed you lies, and this person feels terrible about what has happened. They feel like they're not going to be able to see you again, be with you again, or even work with you again. They feel terrible that, you know, that these energies played you in a sense. They fed you false hopes. Okay, so what's going to happen? What's going to happen with this connection? Yeah, there's a lot of heartbreak. So yeah, I see here, like, when it comes to your career and finances, somebody here, who may have been in a higher position than you, or they had more of a weight when it comes to, they had more power within this project or company or what have you. But yeah, like if anything, they even got like lied to, cheated, and like somebody here was very deceptive, is what I'm seeing here, and was very manipulative, and they took your kindness, your generosity for granted here. Okay, why do we need to know about this? Why? Because this is tough energy. This is tough energy, especially with the death card coming through. Why do we need to know this? Oh, oh. Wow. Okay, so I see here some of you may have like either been let go, you got fired, or you quit, or there's some sort of ending that had happened, some sort of separation, some sort of dramatic truth that surfaced that made it permanent. Like this was something that you can never go back to, okay? What? Why are you saying that, white lightning? Okay. All right. I know, right? I know. I know. Anyways, okay, so let's get back. So I see here, yeah, some of you, when it comes to your career, your work, your finances, there was some sort of like ending, dramatic ending, where truths were revealed. Somebody was manipulative. They promised you some things, and they didn't fulfill their end of the bargain. Okay, I'm catching those of you who are just joining in. I'm just kind of catching you up. But I see here, that's what I see here, and it's almost like they messed up a good thing with you. Like you were loyal, you were loyal, dedicated, kind, giving, hard worker, like put in the extra hours, you are like available, and like you really poured your heart and soul into this, and somebody felt due to their ego, they had an ego trip, and they felt like you were going to overpower them in a sense because you were that good. They were like, we got to see this person's downfall. We got to not give them what they want. We're going to promise them whatever, this and that, what they deserve, and we're going to let them know that's what we're going to give you. But at the last moment, bam, tower moment, death, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, like boom, 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 bam, like the truth was revealed that you are being played. You were being played. They thought you were stupid. They thought they could get away with it. But at the end of the day, their true colors came. They realized that, whatever company or project, production, whatever was going on, they're failing. Why? Karmic justice. Not only that, it was almost as if you were the backbone of the business, backbone of the project. And they're sitting in their regret. They're sitting in shame. All right. Okay. Why? But again, why do we need to know this? Like, yeah, I know, like some of you guys need some sort of like closure or something like that. But why do we need to know this now? Why? Why is this coming up? Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so somebody here, that was part of the team that, saw both sides of I see a lot of like he said, she said, like that kind of stuff. But there's this like third person that can see what had happened. Okay, and so I see somebody here that either like stood up for you or are thinking about you, perhaps, trying to bring you back onto maybe even another project. Like somebody hasn't let you go completely. Like you are still on somebody's mind here, somebody that has like power or has some sort of like final say, like this person is able to kind of bring you back if they want it, or bring you back, or is keeping you in mind for something else, is what I'm seeing here, okay? Okay. Okay, I'm getting like a warning, like a heads up, which is if this person, that was maybe perhaps like not directly involved in the situation, if they pop up into your life asking questions, how are you doing? Are you available? What have you? Keep things very vague, okay? Like don't pour your heart, soul, and what have you. And, don't tell them, don't spill the beans on everything that's been going on in your life, because one aspect of it is that they're gonna tell everybody. Like there's something about they can't keep their mouths closed. Like they're very gossipy, or like they feel like they need to tell everybody, and so because they want to kind of come off as knowledgeable, or they know the latest news, all of that. So I would. The recommendation is okay. So I see why this is coming up. Okay, so this person, so whoever maybe you used to work with or what have you, they're going to think about you, possibly even reach out. Just be prepared. Do not spill your guts. Do not let them know what's been going on. How don't even reveal your feelings about how like this, took a turn, how you may have been like challenged by the situation and how they made you feel. Don't give them the satisfaction. They don't need to know. It's not like your life is going to be better by spilling the beans, about the situation to them. Okay. All right. So what's going to happen? Yeah. Some of you may think, oh, maybe you should talk to this person, who you may have worked with, or who can possibly get you another like work or what have you. They can't. Like they're not going to. Okay. I think there's something about it's going to upset more than one person if they bring you back, because there's going to be a lot of like ego and like a lot of drama. And I see here that there's definitely some level of sadness, and I see here this has affected you a lot. Okay, and so it's almost like you can't see these people, perhaps your coworker or your client or what have you. You can't see these people in the same light because they've hurt you already. And so, what's the advice? It's saying, time, with time, you'll find healing. Do not I don't think it's in your best interest to kind of let them back in your life. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Like it's a done deal, closed door, move on. We with the tower and the death card both here side by side, like this is a done deal. You can't go back to how things were. It's like asking a butterfly to go back to its cocoon and turn into a caterpillar. It's not gonna happen. Like, you're already spiritually involved and aware and conscious of, the type of people you are dealing with, and to be stuck and thrown back into that den of, people who are just out for themselves. You don't want that. I see that it's going to be soul destroying for you if you go back to that. So it's recommending that you focus on, some of you I see, you may even work with family or people you consider like family. Like you're going to actually love and be emotionally fulfilled, and not only that, you're actually going to be like paid well, and the people, the people you're going to be surrounding yourself with in the future, they actually care, and there's going to be definitely some reciprocity in regards to the energy exchange of how they're going to be grateful and value you and consider you like family, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, I'm curious. So what's going to be? I want to do another shuffle just to kind of clear out the energy, because this was kind of heavy. It was heavy. Like whatever you've been going through, it was very hard. Right when it happened, there was. I don't want to say. I don't want to say you were depressed or like what have you, but it took a lot out of you. Oh my gosh, I feel like I need to sneeze too. Okay, anyways. What was the bottom of the deck? Ooh, this is a great sign. Something's brewing, something's coming. Okay, so let me go ahead. Clear the energy, breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. So let's get into the future of your career. No wonder we have to talk about career. That's a lot. That's a huge, like, if that's what you're going through, that no wonder, there can be a lot of like stress and sadness and depression that can come out of it. Because I see here there were people that did you dirty, that did you wrong. Okay. Remember what we discussed, the advice coming through. Do not spill your beans. If somebody from your old life, your old coworkers or, people that you used to work with or what have you are asking about how you're doing, about your work. I'm not trying to say don't trust them, but it's like if you don't want the whole neighborhood and the community to know about what happened to you, like, don't tell this person. This person is like, they're like the newspaper. You tell them something, they tell everyone because they want to come off as knowledgeable, as if like, well, I talked to this person. Like, oh, you didn't talk to them? I talked to them. Like, they're gonna almost like share it as if it's like some clout kind of thing. Like, oh, you're not that close enough for them to tell you all this. Like, they told me everything. Like, they're gonna say it like that and not even tell it accurately either. It's just like they're just gonna retain whatever they remember, and then they're just kind of gonna keep it short and sweet, but enough to be entertaining or dramatic or what have you, just to kind of get that effect is what I'm seeing here. So that's just what is it? Mum's the word? Don't tell people. Okay. Or don't tell this particular person. They're not going to be helpful. Oh, thanks for the like. Those of you who are joining in or still watching, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right. So since we really tapped into the, what you've been dealing with or, what had happened to you, I want to kind of get future energies when it comes to your career. Okay? Like what's going to happen after the storm? Oh. Hmm. Oh. Okay, we saw that coming. Oh, yes. This is great. This is great. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. So what I see here, yes, I see that there's going to be a lot of like fast movement. Okay. If there has been any stagnancy between, what had happened till now and into your future, if there has been any stagnant energy, that's going to change. It's going to be like raining opportunities. It's going to be very busy. And some of you are very good communicators, or there's something about the way you write. Some of you may be writers, or like I see that there's some creative element to you. So you may be like an artist or something like that. But I see here like that you're going to. I have to like. I feel like I need to sneeze. Okay, but not yet, not yet. Okay. But I see here that you're going to be creating. You're going to be, it's almost like you're making some sort of like dream or just a concept and you're going to make it into reality, okay? And I see here there's going to be some sort of like luck and chance meets, like there's going to be some like timing involved where just luck and preparation kind of is just going to merge in the perfect timing. And so there's going to be some sort of like good luck coming your way. And it's all been almost like divinely orchestrated. And what I mean by that is like you were meant to be available. The reason why, if it has been a little bit difficult for you to find some sort of momentum in your work or finances, is because you were meant to be in this energy so that you are ready to be available. Because it's almost like one of those things where like, are you available? Can you start Monday? Like, it's one of those things. It's like it's going to happen very quickly, and it's the way it's it's karma's way of setting things in balance again and making it so that you get what you deserve, okay? And I see here that, in the past, like, some people weren't treating you right, and it was ultimately because you were not meant to continue being in that situation. It had to get so bad to the point where it was almost like after it ended, it was just like, thank God it happened. And I see here, some of you, I see that there may be some opportunities for travel or some sort of like, I see some sort of distance, okay? Either somebody from some far away, somebody from afar can come towards you or vice versa, but I do see some sort of distance, but there's also this feeling of closing the gap of that distance. So you may be working with somebody from far away, but this energy is very grounded. So it's like once it picks up, it's going to be like consistent, grounded, rewarding, and you're actually you're going to be in like a position of power is what I'm seeing here, okay? So perhaps you're going to be looking after people under you. Maybe you have like a group that you're going to be overseeing, or you have like some sort of final say within this project or company or what have you. But I feel like this is a opportunity that is going to like last the test of time, and it's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you is what I'm seeing here. But I see that you may be connecting with, perhaps clients or colleagues from far away, from like maybe even like all over the world is what I'm seeing here. But it's going to be very emotionally fulfilling. Oh, and I see here, through work, there is a possibility that you may find, like a soulmate, like a lover, or even like a great friendship or something. I got strong like soul family vibes earlier too. And so it could be that your new like work or new project, like something coming in quickly, it's going to possibly open some sort of a door, or you know door to love is what I'm seeing here. And this project, work, or what have you, is going to be very like emotionally fulfilling. And if this is something that you manifested, this is something that you wanted. And I see you not just like working hard, but working smart. As mentioned, I said that earlier in this reading as well. But that's coming through very strongly. Any advice? There you are, your energy coming through. Oh, this is amazing. Your future energies when it comes to your career or finances, it's looking really good, very good. I love this. So it seems to me that you hold some sort of talent or skills that not everybody is great at, okay? You're very good at multitasking, and also if you start something, you're the reason why you're so great at multitasking is because you have some sort of like analytical skill set where you're able to be very like you're able to like compartmentalize like a lot of things, and so and you don't forget things that you need to do, and so it all contributes to like this powerhouse of, you know, being genuinely caring about what you do. And I see this cultivating kind of energy is what I'm seeing here. So you're going to be building like relationships. Um, you know, if you have clients or if you have colleagues or like, you know, people that you have to deal with when it comes to this career front, it's like every energy and the time that you spend, that you give, and that you tend to your field, so to speak, like you're going to reap so much reward as a result of it. So it's just like, and I'm getting very like network kind of energy. So it's like you help like one person deal with this, and then that person is gonna tell two people, and those two people are gonna tell two more people, and it's just like this web, like a network. And it's going to, I'm getting like imagery of like ivies, you know how like they'll just grow so fast and quickly, and before you know it, it's just everywhere. And so, yeah, just like the grapevines. Yeah. And so, and I love that you have integrity, like you're, you know, through it all, you are consistent and you are genuine with what you're doing, and it's coming from a good place of service. It's like you're doing this because you care, and you actually care that, you know, people that you deal with, they are helped. And yeah, it's a very beautiful energy. Okay, it's a very beautiful energy. And so the advice coming through is like, when this opportunity comes, keep going at it. Like, and it's almost like, don't wait for this opportunity to just be like given to you. There's something about you just taking the opportunity and like grabbing it, and you just go for it. It's like one of those, you know, how do kings become kings? Like, you know, when there's like no kings or no leaders, like it's the person that just steps up and does it. That's the person that usually, you know, if there's no one else who is an authority, like that's how leaders are born. Like they just take life by the horn. They step up and they show up. I'm getting an example of like Lord of the Rings. It's like, I'll do it. Like I volunteer, like that kind of energy. And like there's like Frodo and all the hobbits and elves and whatnot. Like somebody has to take a stand and do it. And I see that, you know, I see here ultimately no one is really telling you to do it. Maybe, you know, you're getting the push from the universe, like the universe is giving you the perfect opportunity, the perfect circumstance and lifestyle to truly pursue this endeavor. And so it's up to you, it's your free will to actually jump and take this opportunity, is what I'm seeing here, okay? Ooh, how exciting. I'm so excited for you guys. That's a very good. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so I see here some of you, you know, what as mentioned earlier, what you've been going through or what you were going through, it took a huge toll on you. It did. And so some of you may feel bad that you've wasted time or what have you, but it's saying no, that's not it. Like that's complete opposite. You were given, you were gifted this time to relax, and it was only your ego that was like saying, I need to do something, I need to do this, like I'm not being productive, and that's your ego. So the universe spirit was blessing you, giving you this gift of rest, to finally rest. and it was up to you to embrace it, you know, to see it as a blessing than anything else. And so if right now you've been doing a lot of healing and stuff like that, don't feel bad. You know, it was all part of the process. And I see here that it's just gonna go up from here. Like, I see rainbows and sunshine, literally. Like, a lot of positivity and happiness coming through. You're going to have some sort of like financial freedom. And some of you, I see that you may be in the public eye, or people are definitely going to notice this shift in your energy, that you're going to be like even brighter and more hopeful, and you're going to be an inspiration and lead by example, so that people can also pursue their happiness as well, as what I'm seeing here. Wow. That was like, I knew when I started this reading at the beginning, I said it. I was like, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. And we really dug deep into, you know, your career section is what I see here. Because you know, and the most people, they want to focus on love and future and all of that, but I'm glad we touched up on the career here. Okay, so let's go ahead and just continue on. Let's go ahead and clear the energy, just you know, ground ourselves again. I know that was so exciting. So breathe in, breathe out. Okay, that's good. All right. Oh, I know. There's somebody who has like strong feelings, wants to make themselves known. Okay, let's see. Spirit. Okay, so Spirit has something to say. Oh, okay, this is gonna be good. I love it when Spirit has something to say, like directly. Like, you know, all of this is, you know, a channeled message, you know, but when it's like, when it lands on specifically Spirit, it's just like, okay, you know, take a seat, you know, grab your water. It's gonna get real. In a good way. It's exciting. It's exciting. Spirit. Spirit. What do you want to say? What's the message, Spirit? Tell me. Tell us. Oh, so wonderful. Okay, well, God, Spirit wants to say, like, it's almost like Spirit wants to really be like your cheerleader and wants to say that you're doing a great job. Like, I feel like some of you have been, you know, working hard towards your goals, and you know, some of you may be wondering, is all my efforts and all the time that you have put forward, in the back of your mind, you know it's all going to work out. You have this like faith that whatever energy you pour in, you know, you have good intentions, you're a genuine individual, and you know, ultimately you want to help people in a sense, you know. Hello, Charlie. I'm not sure, but welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the like. Yeah, so I'm glad you came, because we just, Shaylee, yay, Shaylee, yeah, welcome. Okay, you joined us in the perfect time, because we just did a little spinny spin, and so we're kind of moving the reading into another portion of the reading. So You can always, after this live stream ends, for some reason it defaults to private, but I always turn it to public. So it's going after it finishes uploading officially. You're more than welcome to watch it from the beginning. It's been very powerful, and like a powerful message so far. But yeah, I'm glad you came in the right perfect timing. Yeah, and we're diving into what spirit wants to say directly to you at this time, which is, yeah, saying that spirit is very proud, and is almost being like your cheerleader, is very proud and affectionate, and very loving towards how there's, even though there's some sort of like sweetness about you, and there's some sort of like genuine energy, there's also this strong will, tenacity, and just not giving up, and this hard work energy that is so beloved by spirit here, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, as mentioned, like some of you are wondering, if all the hard work and energy that you have put forth is going to pay off. And I know that, I can sense that you do in the, back of your mind, even though there may be a lot of distractions and uncertainties along the way, you never lost faith. At the end of the day, you always knew it was always going to work out, even through the struggles. And that's one of the reasons why you try to always keep some optimism, and in the downtime, you always, instead of just like, sitting back and being worried and in your thoughts, you always try to improve yourself as well. And I consider, like uh, reading, I mean, like coming into readings like this, it's no coincidence. It's like your higher self, you yourself, is trying to better understand and improve your circumstances, and always try to be better. You always try to leave the world, better than you first met it, in a sense. Like, and so I see you, you've been working hard. You've been, even if you have been resting, that was, Spirit is saying, like, I'm glad you rested. You took the time to kind of slow down and smell the roses, in a sense, and not be lost in the ego. Okay. I see that you've been connecting a lot with, nature as well, or even like cloud gazing, or just taking breaths, like deep breaths outside, or something like that. It's been helpful. Some of you have been like watering your plants, which is, it's almost like Mother Nature. Nature is saying thank you. God is saying thank you that you're not neglecting yourself, in a sense, like you giving attention to nature, and those that may be helpless, in a sense, that looks to you for nourishment. You haven't neglected them. No. There's definitely some level of selflessness that I'm feeling here. And spirit is saying, like, literally, spirit is saying, I cannot wait to like spoil you. Okay. I see that the reason why, it's almost like, you plant a seed, you put it in the ground. It needs some time to just kind of do its thing before it starts sprouting. And so, like, God has been waiting for you to sprout, in a sense. Like, things have been going, things have and may have been, challenging or difficult, and you needed to kind of step back and hibernate and recharge yourself. But spirit is like, as you're, resprouting again, blooming again, in a sense, spirit is really saying, like they can't wait to spoil you and make all your wishes come true. And right now, like, it's like you're in a stage. This is all a process. Okay, it's not like it's not necessarily like teleportation, right? It's kind of like we're having a earthly experience, and so it's going to come about in an organic manner, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so yeah, this, I kept saying throughout the reading that you gotta work smarter, not harder. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. And I'm getting this imagery of like the irrigation, what is it? Irrigation system. You know how like in ancient Egypt, they were able to utilize the irrigation system to like bring water to the crops and to the land. You know, they were, instead of, one person, one human going back and forth to the crop to fetch their pail of water and to distribute the water. Instead, they worked smarter. They created some sort of system, so that they're able to efficiently do what they need to do. And I feel like you're going to be stepping into that sort of energy, that sort of power. And spirit is really encouraging you that you are very smart, very smart. And some of you have some sort of plan, and it's time to execute it. And I see some sort of like working backwards. It's almost like, you have a goal in mind. Okay, think of that goal, place it here, and then what are the necessary steps? Like, it's almost like working backwards and seeing what you need to do now so that you can get here, is the message coming through. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. I love connecting with spirit because, like, see, when I read, I feel, I'm an empath, and like I can feel the energy, and so I love tapping into spirit's energy because it's just like, it's so beautiful. That's why I try to encourage everybody like this to really connect with their higher self and spirituality because it's different. Um, you know, Throughout history, people have been conditioned to like fear, fear this. And that's man, that's religion. That's not spirituality. That's, people trying to have control over you through fear tactics or what have you. But God's love, like, why do you think God gave us free will in a sense? Like, He wants us to choose to be happy, to choose to be with God. And so it's up to you. Like, all I can say is, you know, my experiences, which is that, through life's ups and downs, I can always count and depend on God. He's always going to be there. So I know some people are struggling through anxiety and depression, feeling lonely and stuff like that. And just know that God is always going to be there. You're never alone. And even if you are alone, like physically, like that's okay. Like that's just, God giving you the opportunity. Your higher self is giving yourself an opportunity to rest, heal. Even animals, look at them. Like they instinctively know when it's time to pull back and rest and go into hibernation. It's like, look at the butterfly, look at, the caterpillar into a cocoon into a butterfly. Like, they know exactly when to take rest and when to not. And it's when we connect with our natural self, higher self, and with God, like, that's going to be easier, and you're not going to feel guilty or bad or sad or or scared that you're not doing the right thing. But everything has a timing, just like how the flowers know when to bloom, etc. Like, there's a timing to everything. And so if any of you guys are kind of going through their thing, and life's ups and downs and the ebbs and flows, just know that one thing that's consistent is God and God's love. Hiccup confirmation. I get hiccups when I channel. For those of you who are just joining in and listening, but so yeah, so just to continue on with Spirit's message is that so you are like whoever I'm connecting with right now, whoever's listening in and who's vibing with what I'm saying and they're resonating, I see here that like you are like so loved, like you are one of like God's like favorites. You know, they say you know, parents shouldn't have favorites, but God have favorites. Shit. You know, just kind of thinking of it as like a parent aspect. You know, you always have that one favorite, you know? Like but God has favorites, I would say. And you are definitely you know, one of God's favorites. Why? Because like you're at the end of the day, you're true to yourself and you're always giving, you're nurturing, you actually care about people, and I feel like you're not here to like hurt people. You actually want to spread joy and happiness, and God loves that. And some of you, you know, if you are like myself and is really connected with God, like God loves that you are sharing his love. You are spreading that message of love, and God just adores that, loves it. And so he's saying continue to do that. There needs to be communication. You know, some of you, if people come to you, if they're going through a hard time, it's okay to tell them about, you know, how you deal with things. And if that means connecting with God and stuff like that, go ahead. Like you are there, you are his messenger in a sense, okay? And so I see some of you are really connecting with God. Some of you meditate. Some of you may read tarot of your own, or some of you are even psychic or intuitives or empaths. I'm picking up here. And so you weren't given these skills, these gifts and talents for them to just be hidden, okay? There was some level of privacy. I see here some of you were kind of, it's almost like the crock pot example is what I'm getting. Is just like set it and forget it. And then like you kind of needed that time to be familiar with what you know. And it's like now is the time. You know, you have enough life examples. You've been through enough to know what other people may be going through. It seems like you've been, you know, there was a lot of highs and lows at one point, and now you're able to share that, or you don't necessarily even have to share your story, but just being able to be available to connect and just be like, you know, like be understanding and just if anything, you're more than welcome to just give them advice as well as to how you deal with, you know, what you may have gone through as well. And so, some of you are going to be financially rewarded as well, because why would God, you know, if you are doing what God wants you to do, which is spread love and his messages of spreading love and healing yourself so that you don't hurt other people as well. Like it's it could it's almost like this contagious energy, and the word itself contagious doesn't have to be bad. It's just kind of infectious or what have you. It's just rapid spreading, and it doesn't have to be negative. It can be positive. Like imagine spreading joy or spreading a love, and you're going to be financially rewarded for doing that because God takes care of his people. You know, God is going to take care of you and is going to reward you financially for it. So some of you, that tells me that you're going to be doing work, or it could be like a side hustle, what have you, or your main income, what have you, it doesn't matter. I see that by you doing God's work in a sense, spreading love and joy and happiness to others. Some of you are going to make a career out of it, or going to be financially rewarded for doing that, okay? Anything else, Spirit? Oh, I'm getting, it's time to get back to work. Okay, so some of you, you know, we're human. You know, we're humans, and we have ego. You know, I don't want to say ego is a bad thing. It's not. Sometimes ego is in place, so as for like survival kind of thing. But I see here there is some sort of a part of you, there's a small part of you that is scared or that is worried, has a little doubt. Like, as mentioned earlier, I feel like in the back of your mind, you know everything's gonna work out, but there's that logical aspect of you, the ego side, where it's just like, what if I don't make my bills? What if I don't? I feel like you may have a lot of burdens and bills to pay and responsibilities, and you're like, what if I can't do it all? What if I can't tackle it all? And some of you, the message coming through is you don't have to take care of it all. Like, I see here, you may even be working with other people to make this easier. Remember, work smarter, not harder. And so it's almost like you don't have to be that person that goes back and forth to the water source to plant their, you don't have to walk miles just to plant your crop from one pail to one another. No, like with technology and everything like that, you can be smart and you can work with others who may have the same mission as you as well. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. For those of you who want to like collaborate with me, like reach out, like say something, I don't know, like catch my attention, okay? Whether that's like in the comments or what have you, if you want to collaborate with me in some shape or form, just reach out to me. And we'll see what is the best way. I've been having this like download, but everybody's different. Everybody's different, and so we'll see what comes of it. But if you feel called to collaborate with me, or if you want to just work with me in some shape or form, yeah, feel free to reach out to me, okay? And all right. So yeah, something about you don't have to work. It's not all on your shoulders, okay? This is so nice. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap up this portion of the reading. Anything else? There you are, your energy coming in strong. Oh, okay. Okay, all right, all right. I will say this, okay? Some of you are going to be collaborating with somebody for your looks, okay? For your looks, for your energy. Somebody finds you very attractive, and they're going to kind of be like, oh yeah, we should work together. Yeah, we should collaborate. But not to say they don't want to collaborate, but it's kind of rooted from attraction. It's they're hoping to get closer to you. They want to be in your energy because they vibe with you. They like what they see. They love your energy. And there's going to be, so it's saying, don't just jump on and try to collaborate with anyone and everybody that comes your way. because there are going to be some people that they have ulterior motives in a sense, and it doesn't necessarily have to be all bad, but I do get definitely some sexual energy here in the reading. And so some of you are going to be like, okay, can we just keep things professional, and may not engage with them, because you're a little bit, you can read their energy. You know if they're for real or if they're just doing it to get something like sexual out of it. And so I see that you're somebody that is in high demand. People care to hear or see what you do, what you produce, what you say. And I see you're going to be popular. If you're not already popular, or people are I see that people are attracted to you, is what I see here. Okay. Oh dang. I think I got this energy earlier from the career reading. Okay, you know how oh, it's so funny how like everything is kind of like linking, it's coming full circle. I remember when I was doing your career portion earlier in this reading. For those of you who missed that one, feel free to come back and check that out after the stream fully uploads. But I see here that you may find somebody special, somebody that you may work with, or when you start collaborating or something like that. uh it's almost like it's going to bring in someone special, like a long-term partner, and possibly, like, if it's not, I mean, it can be just like business, but the fact that it could have been, the other one was 10 of Pentacles. Now this is 10 of Cups. So, yeah, even if it's not romantic, it could be romantic, or it can just be emotionally fulfilling. But just know that when you put yourself out there, when you kind of open up your circle and be willing to connect with others who are in the same mindset as you, about, you guys have the same soul mission in a sense, you're going to be you're going to be attracting somebody that you're going to be vibing with. And I see some sort of like steady, consistent movement towards this emotional fulfillment. So it's almost like, I think the last stream I did for you is just, or was it another stream? I don't know. But it was pretty much saying how, like, when you do what you love, what you're passionate about, like things, other areas of your life is going to improve as well. So if there has been any lack when it comes to your romance or partnership section, then I see that improving as well, as you stay true to this path of trying to, like, make things better. Then you found that kind of energy. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna do one last spinny for you guys. So for those of you who are still watching, please don't forget to like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to do one more spinny spin for you guys. And so that means, if you have any questions or you're hoping that I cover something else, now is the time to kind of focus that energy, okay? Thank you, Shaylee. Okay. 1, 2. Career. You want to talk about career again? Okay. All right. Career. What about career? It's so funny that Because, I've done other signs and they want to kind of focus on the love, but it's like here, it's like we're focusing on the career. I like where the mindset is at right now. That's funny. Okay. Career. What's going to happen in your career? Wait. Career energy is. Okay. I'm hearing like coming in hot. Coming in hot. Oh. Oh, I see where this is going. Okay, I see, I see. Okay, so some of you, because it's when I say career, it's career and finances, okay? So I see here some of you are going through some sort of like legal thing or like maybe someone owes you money or you're wondering if you should pursue some sort of legal actions or something like that. So for those of you who resonates with that, this message is for you. And so I see here like I'm seeing here somebody owes you money or you're entitled to some sort of money that's coming through. And I see here that perhaps you haven't gone after it or it hasn't been available to you because you feel like you don't deserve it or there's some sort of like block or challenge. It seems to me like I don't want to say that it's because you think you don't deserve it, but you feel like you're not entitled to it or there's this like humbleness about you where it's just like, oh, like I can do without it, but you really do need it is what I'm seeing here. It's almost like you're willing to let go of something because you feel like, well, oh well, like, that can happen. But it's the universe, it's bringing it up because the universe is like, no, like I can clearly see you can use the money right now. Like and it's not, I don't think it's like a little amount either. It's a significant amount. And I feel like it's something that you've been neglecting. And it's going to, if you do end up pursuing some sort of like legal or like following up or like, it can be like refund, it can be a settlement, insurance, even like divorce kind of energy as well, some sort of settlement like that. Even though you don't want to revisit it because there's some sort of like trauma associated with it. Perhaps like you feel like it's been too long, too much time has gone by. And you also feel like, maybe you're trying to be the bigger, better person and just be like, oh, okay, it's okay. You don't have to owe me that or what, something like that. It's just like, but the universe is saying, like, why? Don't turn your back on it. Don't turn your back on it. Some of you are contemplating. This is something that it's been heavily on your mind. This is something that you have been neglecting, prolonging. Like, I'm getting just very stagnant energy. You're not pursuing it. You're just kind of like you left it in the back burner. You put bunch of stuff and piled stuff on top of it so like you don't have to worry about it. Like you've been neglecting it. You've been you've been just neglecting it. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. What else? But the reason why you still are thinking about it is because you know you have to do it. Some of you are just like, what's that word? Procrastinating. You've been procrastinating this. This is something that you need to do. And that's one of the reasons why you're so like stressed out about it is because like your higher self, God, is just all giving you the signs and pushing you to do it, but you're just like, oh, what if it doesn't work out in my favor? What if it this and that doesn't happen? And so you already stopped yourself before you could even start. And so like God, your higher self, is trying to say, do something, because you will regret it more if you don't do it. I see definitely some sort of like, yeah, do it. Do it. Take action energy, because this is something that you need to close out. The reason why you're feeling sad, burdened, depressed, and anxiety ridden is because there's something here you need to do when it comes to your finances, something that is like owed to you, something that you can actually gain money from, but you're not doing it. Okay, tell me why you're not doing it. I mean, I already said it, which was that you're not sure why it's going to happen, and it's confirming like you're not really sure what's going to happen. Yeah, for sure, Shaylee. Yeah. You've literally neglected this. You're just like you're trying so hard to forget about it, but let's be real. You don't forget. You're not going to forget. It's always going to linger and be, and it's almost like I feel like if you don't do something about it, there's going to be some sort of like health effect associated with it. Like holding on to, I'm getting the word cortisol, cortisone, or something like that. That's like a hormone related to stress, right? And so you need to take care of this. Okay, I mentioned earlier the whole thing about the truth will set you free. You know the truth here, and you not doing anything about it. I don't want to say it's complete. What is it? Not complacency, but hello, Bella Isabella. Welcome. I'm glad you're catching the tail end of this. We're just about wrapping up. We're touching up on a little financial advice here, but feel free to like this video and then come back to it and then watch it from the beginning. This has been a very like powerful reading so far, so I wouldn't want you to miss out on it. But yeah, we're just talking about finances here, or some sort of like money blockages. And yeah, let me see. Okay. So I see that if you don't take care of this, it's going to affect you, like even in a physical manner, like whether that is showing up as like depression, anxiety, or something like that. Like you need to do it, but you're not doing it. Okay. All right. Okay. Feel free to ask. Maybe it'll be answered. Who knows? But I don't. Hopefully, it's more like a collective question versus like a specific one. Okay. Remember this card? All right. All right. So I see here. The universe. Bella is asking, should I be talking to Y more often? Is that like an initial, or is that you mean like you, like me? Or what does he feel or think about me? Oh, okay. Um, it's a no. It's a no. Let him come to you. But I wouldn't wait on it because they're gonna take forever. Take their sweet ass time. We tapped into this for sure, on the last, or whatever, the stream that we were on last time together. But yeah, I wouldn't stop everything just to talk to them. Like it seems like the ball is on their court. Okay. Anyway, so let's get back to this let's just finish up with this. But I see here the universe is trying to say, because there's third party that's involved. Okay, so I see here that the universe is trying to encourage you to say, just because you're neglecting, just because you're not doing it, like, don't take it too hard on yourself. You needed to learn and heal. It seems like you had a lot on your mind, even though you may not have like shown it to other people. But I see here that this it has been heavy on your mind and you were just not ready for it. But I see here that you're going to be given the opportunity to not wait for it, like to actually take action. And I see that timing wise, it's going to be perfect, but yeah, do not neglect any like financial things that committed yourself to, or like you can benefit from. I see that by you tying up any loose ends, it's going to be better for you. You're actually going to be like rewarded. You are going to be given the opportunity to have it work in your favor, is what I'm seeing here. So don't worry, just know that it's it's for you. Bella's asking, was that for me? The third party? Yeah, the third party. They are like busy, like they are being distracted. So you're not their priority at this time. That's the reason why they're taking forever. They have like a bunch of things going on, like work. They're all they are also talking to other people, but they're distracted. Regardless, like you're not their priority right now, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, all right. So let's see. Any final? Oh yeah, speaking of third parties, yeah. Anyway, so just to wrap up the reading, I see here, just try to focus on your happiness. You know, focus on your happiness, focus on what you need to do, not necessarily what other people are doing. Put that focus back on yourself, and also don't be afraid to go out and have fun, like enjoy yourself, like spend, if that means spending time with family, spending time with younger loved ones. I see some sort of like nieces or like younger family members, daughters, sisters, like that kind of energy that I'm picking up. Or just like children or whoever makes you happy, best friends, people that you spend time with and that they make you ultimately happy to be around. Like that's kind of the focus. Like if you want that sort of, if you're feeling lonely and if you want some sort of like people by your side, I do see that you have loved ones around you that would be happy to be spending time with you. Okay. So that is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, if you want to collaborate, or if you feel like we should collaborate, feel free to drop a comment on the video and we'll figure it out. Okay. So no problem. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Have a great one and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.